Good morning, my name is Santosh, I'm from Ames Media. Today I'll be showing you how to do a digital painting of a park. So let's get into it. So I'll be using a software called MS Paint. So first thing you have to do is make a horizontal line so that you could divide the sky and the land. So I'll be using this much portion for the sky. Make sure you don't divide it into half. Make sure the land portion is more than the sky. So once we do this, make sure you use paint bucket, and the other one, make sure you use dark green. So once this is done, let's focus on the sky. The first thing, always use the watercolor brush. So we use actually this color, so make sure you actually decrease a little bit so that we get something like this faded looking color. So why we are doing like this, so that it looks more like a digital painting. So basically digital painting is using the brush. So we are using the background, and it actually shows you the direction of the wind. You do not have to worry that it's touching the grass, so just make sure you're focused more on the strokes and which direction you gotta use the strokes. So once this is done, let's go back to the original one and just very slightly increase the There you go. Once the sky is done, let's go for the clouds. Always start clouds from the center part of the cloud. Make a small puff and just go slowly, end it up like this, then to the right side. So once this is done, here we go, we got ourselves the clouds. So make sure you don't use a lot of clouds, just a small portion is sufficient. There you go. And as you can see, you can actually feel the breeze and the clouds moving in the same direction. Make sure you always focus on the direction of the wind. So once this is done, I'll go for the little bit grayish side and give the clouds a little bit of let's go a little bit low. A slight gray. This actually makes the clouds look more like it needs the shadow as well, you can see. So once this is done, that's all we had to deal with this guy. So let's work on the park. The park usually has a lot of bushes, so I'll go with the more darker color for the grass, the bush. So I'll be making almost closer something to the fence. you gotta keep it in mind that you're not gonna duplicate anything. Each and everything should be different from the rest of the bushes. There you go, you can see each and every bush is in the different organic shapes. So I'm actually moving the brush in a circular manner, just like the clouds. Only difference here is the clouds are white and the bushes are green. If you change the color to white, it'll actually look like a cloud. So there you go. Once this is done, make sure you go to the previous green back and just give a slight pinch of reflection, the sunshine into it, so that it could look very, very natural and not simple. But we are using simple steps, so you can see. Then let's go for the darker side back and make it even more darker, so that we could get the shadow feel. Now make sure you don't use it a lot. It actually ruins the colorfulness in your painting. So once our brush is done, let's go to something what all parks have. Let's go with the curve. So we will actually use around an oval solid, the same color as the sky, and we'll make a pond, a beautiful pond. So I'll be using this portion for the pond. There we go, we got ourselves a pond. So once a pond is done, make sure you give the more depth feel, just like the sky. So I'll go with the more darker one a bit. Okay, a little bit more dark. There you go. You can see. You can see you have to mimic the sky. You don't have to worry that it looks harsh in the starting. So once this is done, go back to the normal blue, the default blue. And make sure you color this even more. So once it's done, let's go back to the previous blue and make sure, a bit more darker. Make sure you do it in this manner. Everything. Take your time. Do it gently. In a pyramid way. Just to get the effects and the detail we're actually doing in this manner for now. You can see it's actually improving the movement from top to bottom. Then you can go at the edge because we are not doing much over there, so I'm gonna go a little faster over here and make sure once you get the pigment, you can just shade like this manner on the top of the white stuff, the whitish blue. There we go. Then we'll go for more darker blue and give it more a bit of there we go. Then let's go back to the second brush and take the normal green and normal this, and then start actually filling up the grass. So I'll start with the lighter green. Make sure the lighter green is selected in color 2 and darker green selected in color 1. Color 2 means right click and dark green means left click. So once this is done, make sure you go back to the color, pick your dark green, make it more dark and start putting more. And you can see the muscle memory actually improves as well. So once this is done, just add a little bit more grass for you. So once this is done, make sure you take brown this time. Brown. You can see the weeds in the in the parks near the pool. Actually have similar like this. There we go. Then a longer grass for each one, just add 2 leaves so that it could look more natural. Now it looks amazing. Then let's go back to our green and add a circle manner the leaves. Not a lot. I'll be choosing just 2 or 3. And let's go for the darker and the lowest brush size. Just make a line. That's it. Just a line. Then let's go for the pink. And just make a little bit a lotus. All you have to do is do 3, then go with the 4, then 5. That's all. Let's do for the same thing over here. Center. 2, 3, 4, 5. For this one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all. And let's go for our green back and just put a stem inside the water. There we go, we got ourselves a pond. Then what's main thing, what children's like in the park? I prefer going for the seesaw. I'll go for the gray. I will increase the brush size. And I will make a seesaw. I mean, not a seesaw, a swing. Go, let's give a shine a little bit. Once this is done, let's improve the swing. I will be using red. And a brown seat. Now let's go back to the green, red, and just touch the edges of the thing. There you go. We got ourselves a swing. Then let's fill it up with the grass again. Let's go for the dark. And there was light green. There you go, we covered this one, and make sure you take brown. Or maybe slightly, you can just make, no, it's okay, we don't have to use that. So once this is done, go back to this and the grass. I'll be using dark and light green. You can see I'm making a longer angle, like the grass is on the screen. Then we'll go for the normal green. Then just itsy bitsy 1 and 2. Dandelion. Even the spike. Let's make a little bit spike. There we go. We have ourselves a park. A simplest way to actually draw a park in MS Paint. And thanks for watching.